this episode of Premier Interschools, we look ahead to this Saturday's KZN derby between rivals Glenwood High School and Maritzburg College, live on Supersport.
Prepare for that combat. The end is where it begins. How everything in that game that you win back. Brace for the impact.
Palpable.
Brace for the impact. You catching that contact. Brace for the impact.
The first Premier Interschools match of the 2019 season is arguably the biggest schools rugby event in KZN. It goes back to 1921, making it one of the oldest school rugby rivalries in the country. This year, Maritzburg College will make the trip down to Durban, where Glenwood's Green Machine will host them on Dixon Field in a massive Derby Day encounter. Glenwood High School was founded in 1910 and has grown from an inaugural class of just 26 learners to a school over 1,000 strong, and is one of the few Durban city schools to offer boarding facilities. The school's media center combines a traditional library with state-of-the-art computer facilities for technology-based learning. Glenwood has built a reputation as one of the top boys' schools in KZN with a proud history and is a force to be reckoned with both culturally and on the sports field. Over the 109 years of its existence, Glenwood has contributed more than 150 international sportsmen, including 7 rugby Springboks. Famous Glenwood Old Boys include New Zealand cricketer Colin Munro, professional surfer Geordie Smith, and Proteas cricketer Andili Pelaquale. Rugby Old Boys include Jaco Coetzee, Nama Kaba, and Quenzo Bloza at the Stormers, James Venter and Springbok Warren Whiteley at the Lions, Karen van Vieren, Kuta Machunu, JJ van der Mest at the Sharks, and former Springbok and Scottish hooker John Allen.
Derby games are always the ones to look forward to. I mean, Maritzburg College playing here or there on Goldstones was always big ones. The big Afrikaans schools, I mean, Affies and Great College, those were always ones you had to be up for. And the school the whole week was always getting into the swing of things for that game. And yeah, I just miss those weeks where you're building up to the big games. And I mean, yeah, I've had some memorable ones here on Dixon's, and I would say Maritzburg College, we just edged them in my final year here. It's probably one of my most memorable ones here. And instilled many values in me from a very young age coming here. I mean, they turn you into a real gentleman, if I could say that. So I think the school gave me very good preparation and good stead for where I am and what I do today.
The 2019 Glenwood First Team has a daunting reputation to live up to, with the 2018 team's undefeated record. This year's team comprises mostly new players, however, they're confident and well prepared for the encounter against Maritzburg College.
Well, for me, us and Maritzburg College is a very big schools here in KZN, and I think it will be a big rivalry because both of us are very good schools and it will be a tough one.
Favorite thing playing for the Green Machine is the passion we have when we run onto the field. The boys backing you every single day, every Saturday, and yeah, just playing for them.
For me, the culture we have is being a better person every day, and I think that is something which inspires me. And also the power that it gives you when you put on the Green Machine jersey, just to inspire other people and just to make an impact in the people that you know. It's just amazing, and I guess just representing my school that I love and doing it by playing the sport that I love.
In 2018, Glenwood and Grey College were the only 2 Premier Rugby schools to remain undefeated, defending that title in an exciting 25-all draw when the 2 schools met in August. The Green Machine has a busy year ahead, and only time will tell how the season unfolds for the 2019 squad.
Obviously, a lot of our team from last year have matriculated, so we've kept 3 or 4 of the guys from last year, so it's very much a new team. For us, the major emphasis is on the character and the values that the boy has. Teaching him to be able to pass and be able to tackle, that's something easier. Teaching him to have values and the way he conducts himself, especially on the field and off the field, is a difficult thing to do. So I know there was a lot mentioned about the legacy that last year's team left, and as great as their results were, the way they conducted themselves, the humility that they showed despite the victories that they had was the most amazing quality. So, but like I said, the way the school was united behind the boys, the work ethic that they exhibited, and the personal reflection that they showed as young men was exemplary.
Our coaches, Derek Heiberg and Jose Dos Santos, worked really, really hard with the boys. And they were not only coaching them rugby, they were actually life coaches to the boys. They formed such strong relationship with the boys, and they continuously focused on values and character, which are now, if you walk around the school, they are now painted on the pillars of our school, because the entire school bought into that.
Over the last 8 years, Glenwood has not been beaten by Maritzburg College, but with both teams comprising mostly new players, it will be interesting to see how they perform on Dixon Field in Durban. Founded in 1863, Maritzburg College is the oldest boys' school in KZN, with 1,300 boys, a third of whom are boarders. Clark House, built in 1887, housed the original classrooms and boarding house. Victoria Hall was used as a hospital for British soldiers injured in the defense of Fort Napier during the Anglo-Boer War.
The fixture versus Glenwood is always highly anticipated by both parties, and very competitive, very exciting, lots of enthusiasm and passion as the fixtures arise. And we're hoping to turn the tables, because Glenwood have been on the positive end of the ledger for the last number of years. We've had a couple of very exciting games, but we're certainly looking forward to the fixture.
Famous old boys include Proteas cricketers Jonty Rhodes and David Miller, and English cricketer Kevin Peterson. Rugby old boys include Springboks Joel Stransky, Butch James, Peter Grant, and Dan and Jesse Krill. Craig Burden, Fezo Mabata, and Mtutuko Machunu are currently at the Sharks.
Playing Glenwood has always been a massive privilege. It's always been a tough game, it's never easy. And as you're growing up through the age groups, our first team game, I think throughout the whole year, Glenwood is the one that Maritzburg College boys look forward to. And it's always a tough game, and a lot of those boys we end up playing with in provincial teams. So it is like playing against your teammates, and it's always really cool. You build friendships that last forever.
No, it's always been tough playing against Glenwood. I know we play the likes of the JJ van der Meshes, and man, it's always a battle getting out into the field. You always have to bring your best as a team, obviously, and you just want to bring your best to excel against those big names, obviously, in the province. And it was just so great to play against those schools. Maritzburg College did play a huge role in shaping me in the guy that I am today, and I see the mates around me. Every single college old boy is always, we always strive to make sure that those values are shown in us and the people that we are, and the values of honesty, integrity, courage, self-discipline, and commitment to respect.
Last year's team had an up and down season with 10 losses and 4 wins. And a mostly new 2019 team are looking forward to a productive season with some strong opposition, starting with Glenwood straight after the Easter break.
The Glenwood derby to me it's a big one. I mean, I like the fact that college is normally seen as the underdogs. People tend to underrate us, and yeah, in that aspect of the game, that's what I really enjoy, and making it a huge upset.
I think Glenwood and Maritzburg College derby can't get any bigger. I mean, in Natal, it's the derby that everyone wants to watch and everyone's always there for. I mean, it's just one that you can't miss.
I think what makes college rugby so special is that there's almost 1,300 boys in the school. And I think having 27 teams throughout the rugby, it makes me feel so great to represent my school and my family.
We have a young team with balanced skill sets, and which in turn brings us a lot of versatility, which means that if we get injuries in certain positions, those players can slot in very easily. We've devised a game plan that will suit our players' strengths, and we're hoping that our players roll out that game plan and play to their full potential this season. Last year, our under-16s had a very successful run here on Goldstones against Glenwood. They won 35-13 in the end after being down at half-time 14-0. So we're hoping to bank on those players coming through. Obviously the first team game was a bigger score, but hopefully we can turn that around this year with our youthful talent coming through the ranks. It's very important for us to focus on the process instead of the outcome. The boys have set their goals for the season, and I find that often boys can lose sight of what's really important. That's why we need to focus especially on our basics and our fundamentals in our game.
This year, the red, white and black will be on Dixon Field, the home of the Green Machine.
Just go out, give it your best. Just always try and leave the jersey in a better place than when you picked it up, and just go out there and have fun and enjoy it. It's gonna be a good memory in that game, and yeah, boys, smash it.
So boys, all the best for the game against Glenwood. You know, just go out there and give it your all. And I always say the biggest thing is just you want to enjoy yourselves and express yourselves, and there's no pressure from anybody. So just go out and do your thing and just flip and play hard for your school.
Watch Glenwood High School versus Maritzburg College in Premier Inter-Schools Rugby this Saturday, live on SuperSport.